Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Tigard Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, October 2nd. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. Looking at active listings first here, I show we had 33 new properties come on the market in Tigard this last week. You can kind of see how that compares to the prior 8 weeks here. Had a low of 16, a high of 46 on a weekly basis. And we ended the week with 187 homes on the market, which it's been very stable here this last 3 weeks. You can kind of see, same as the week prior. And had a low of 144, a high of just a couple more of 189. Median list price and days on market for those active listings, you can kind of see where that has been. So we started at 650 and got up to just 675, and the last couple weeks been to 650. So been a pretty tight range here of the median list price here over this past 8 weeks. Hasn't moved much. And the days on market, you can kind of see where that has gone. Started at 25 days, built up to about 33 days, a high here of market time. And the last 3 weeks, it has been coming back down as we continue to have more new listings kind of come on the market pretty steadily. It kind of keeps this number down. So just show that we're at 23 days this last week of average market time in Tigard. Moving along to pending sales. So I show last week in Tigard we had 25 homes go into pending status this last week. And again, you can kind of see how that's compared. We had a low of 16 and a high of 30. So we're kind of right in the middle of that, around 25 this last week. End of the week with 136 homes in total in pending status. That's just up one from the prior week. And you can see that that's, been a slight decline here over this past 8 weeks, had a high of 160 to begin with. And again, ended this last week at 136. The median price and days on market for the pinnings, you can kind of see we started at 600. It was there for about a month, jumped up to 625 for about 3 weeks. And then now this last week popped back down to a slight low of 595 was the median price of the pending listings. And then days on market, you can see that has been on the rise, started off at 12 days of average market time for the pendings, and that's increased over 2 months to be about double to 24 days of average market time for the pendings the past 2 weeks now. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together, I show we had 19 homes go from pending to sold in Tigard this last week. And when I look, 4 weeks back, I show we were at 100 closings over the past 4 weeks as of this, latest reading. And you can kind of see that is a low for this last 8 weeks. So, started off at 106, got up to about one high of 115, and is, it kind of come down from there. Not a lot of variation, between the 8 weeks here, 15 homes basically. So pretty stable in terms of closings. And then median sold price, days on market for the solds. Price definitely been coming down in decline here. So I had a high of 619 about 7 weeks back, and this last week kind of came in at a low of 578. So price is definitely coming down in the market in Tigard, and days on market kind of doing the opposite, going up. So we had a low of 7 8 weeks back, and we hit 17 days of average market time for the solds this last week. So things continuing to grow in terms of days on market as things are hanging around the market a little longer. And then finally, we'll look at weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. Red bars is that weeks of inventory. You can kind of see we started off here at about 6 weeks of inventory 8 weeks back, and then about a month or so back it got down to 5, and then has been rising back up from there. This last week kind of came in at 7.5 weeks of inventory, so just under 2 months of standing inventory in the market. And then the sale price as a percent of the list price, you can kind of see where that's been. It's been right around 100% for quite a while. It has been kind of coming down the past few weeks. Last couple weeks has been closer to about 98% of original list price. So you're definitely kind of seeing the effects of some price reduction activity in the market, as well as just kind of buyers coming in a little bit under asking price. So definitely wouldn't call it a balanced market in Tigard yet, but we're certainly seeing buyers make that ground in terms of their position in the market and being able to kind of dictate a bit of the terms of what's happening. But we'll see what happens with this. I would expect as we kind of continue to move through fall and into winter that this is probably going to continue to rise here a bit. And this is I think it surprised me if this continues to kind of continue to decline in terms of the sale price to list price ratio. So I hope this update has been helpful and informative for you. As always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. If you enjoyed the video, I always appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have for me. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That's a great way for you to follow along on what's happening in your local market on a weekly basis. And as always, I really appreciate you watching. Hope you have a fantastic day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next video.